Welcome to episode 101, How to Wear Blush and Not Look Naked. Blush is such a fabulous shade to wear, especially this time of year, but so many women feel confused by it, thinking it washes them out, or worse, afraid they'll look naked. In this episode, I'm sharing my best tips to find the blush that's right for you. No flashing required. But first, are you frustrated with your midlife middle? The muffin top or extra skin around your midriff that spills out of your waistband is just a fact of life for those of us who have given birth, gained weight, or are just experiencing the changes our body brings with age. So suffice it to say, if you have a muffin top, you are not alone. But as common as muffin tops are, dressing to hide one can be a bit of a challenge. It's one of the most often asked questions I get as a style coach. I've created a video series just for you to help you know what to wear to look great and feel fabulous despite your midlife middle. How to Mask a Muffin Top is a fun video series I created with easy, actionable steps that are quick to implement and that you can do right away. Designed to give you exactly what you need to know how to hide that pesky bulge and feel confident again, How to Mask a Muffin Top is a wonderful resource you can go back to again and again. To learn more, click the link in the show notes and get ready to mask your muffin top stat. Welcome to Style by Mary Michelle, a podcast designed to empower you through personal style. I'm your host, Mary Michelle Nidifer, a master style coach, founder of Style Finder Boutique, and creator of the Style Finder ID system. I'm here to help you know what to wear, how to wear it, and how to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. Let's go. Hello, beautiful friends, and welcome back. I am thrilled to be talking to you today about blush, a wonderful color and a beautiful drink. Blush, rosé, whatever you want to call it, especially this time of year. I love a good glass of especially French rosé, and a lot of people refer to it as blush. But what I found is that blush, the color blush, is such a beautiful neutral. And I refer to it as a neutral because in my mind, in my world, it is a neutral. But what I've found is that so many women can be confused by blush. They don't understand it. They think that it's going to wash them out, or worse, look naked, aka the title of this podcast. And I'm going to tell you about a few examples that I want you to avoid. But what I found is that when you can wear blush, it can really just light you up. It can help you look amazing, and it can be a wonderful way to get dressed. So I want to talk about how to bring blush into your wardrobe and wear it so it works for you and not against you. Now, my first tip, find your best shade of blush. Now, this is where I think so many women make a mistake in thinking that there is one shade of blush that works for everybody. Ladies, I'm going to tell you this. That is pretty much not true with any color. I don't think there is one singular shade of a color that is everyone's best color, right? And I know that might sound a little confusing, but what I mean by that is if you see a blush top, you might say, oh, that's not my best shade based on your experience, right? But what if you think about this? If you were to Google blush tops, chances are you're going to come up with 25 different variations. And that is because there is no one shade of blush. Now, I know if you look at the Pantone swatches for this season, you're going to see one shade of blush. I forgot what it's called, but it's a beautiful color. And it's a great color for a lot of people. However, it is not the best blush for everyone. And I posted an outfit the other day in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, and a lot of people loved it and said, oh my gosh, I love it. It was a blush tank with a blush linen overshirt. It was the Milana overshirt from Style Finder Boutique, if anybody wants to go see it. And it was the Everyday Classic tank in blush. And those two worked really well together. So a lot of people loved those, but then several women commented, oh, I can never wear that. It washes me out. And so my response is try a different shade. Because again, if you look around, not everybody has the same color skin tone. Some are warm, some are cool, some are dark, some are light, some are medium. It's all over the map. And so how could one color possibly work for everyone? And so, what I want you to think about when finding your best shade, first of all, is your skin tone. The blush should coordinate with your skin tone. Now, let's talk about that for a minute because that can be a little confusing. Now, I talk about wearing your skin enhancer or your essence color. That is one way to wear blush. That is finding the closest match to your skin tone, whatever that is. Light, dark, whatever. If it's super light, mine's kind of medium, but if it's super light, then it's going to be a really, really pale peachy pink. If it's really dark, it could be a really deep ebony or a deep espresso or something very, very different. Now, I know that's not quote unquote blush per se, but hear me out because that factors into finding your best shade. So just a side note, whatever your skin tone is, wearing that color can be very flattering. But what I have people tell me, regardless of what their skin tone is that can wash them out. And so this is where you might want to choose a shade that's a little bit deeper. Now, if your skin is really dark, then I might recommend going lighter. And I'm going to tell you about a great look that I saw recently and some things that you can do. So go deeper. For me, my skin is kind of medium peachy pink. I'm cool versus warm, but I think for me, the color of a rosé wine actually works. But here's how I wear it. I usually pop it with a bold lip, and I don't wear it with something light, usually, because I need a little bit more substance. Oftentimes, I'll pop it with some maybe dark denim or something a little bit deeper, but usually I don't wear my blush with white. That's a gorgeous combination, but it's not the best combination for me based on my personal coloring. And so going deeper or going lighter, let's talk about that because I have two great examples for you. One, I was in line at Home Goods recently, love Home Goods. And I don't know if you've heard me talk about this, but I'm actually redoing my home and have found actually one thing I've been loving at Home Goods are planters. I have to tell you, I'm addicted to plants. I love plants and I have brought in many plants, and our home has so much gorgeous sunlight and my plants have been thriving. But I do have one plant that's, I'm sending it some love because it hasn't acclimated well. But I have found some of the most beautiful planters for these plants at Home Goods. And if you're redecorating, go check it out. But I was standing in line and I see a woman. She is African American. She has kind of medium brown skin. And in her hand, she had a beautiful iced coffee with milk. It looked like an iced latte. And so imagine that color next to her skin tone. And I was looking at the coffee and I'm looking at her skin tone and I'm thinking, wow, that coffee is actually a few shades lighter than her skin tone and it looks really nice together. I'm always looking at color. I'm always looking at inspiration, and I find it in the weirdest places sometimes. But what I realized is she also had on a crop top in the exact same color as her iced coffee. So she's holding the iced coffee. She's wearing the crop top in a few shades lighter than her skin tone. And then she's got this gorgeous, rich, dark skin tone, or medium dark skin tone. The effect was stunning. She had it on with just simple, basic, sort of medium wash blue denim, and it looked amazing, but it was so simple. Now, I know that's not a traditional blush. However, I include skin tones within the whole blush realm, but that is a wonderful way to wear variations of your skin tone. So food for thought. And I went to visit my cousin a few weeks ago in Wilmington. And my cousin, Lindsay, she's got this beautiful skin. It's sort of medium, but her skin is a little bit warmer than mine. Our tone is about the same. The value is about the same, but her coloring is warm. And she had on this gorgeous top that was several shades darker. And so it was this sort of almost like a terracotta color. And then she had on a beautiful blush colored watch band with a rose gold watch face. And I think with her warm skin tone, the effect of that was stunning. And so those are two really great examples of how you can wear variations of your skin tone as a blush. And it's not going to wash you out or make you look naked, right? I was reading something the other day and somebody was talking about seeing a picture of herself when she was younger wearing a blush color swimsuit. And she said every time she saw herself in that picture, She looked naked. And I remember years ago, I found this picture. It was a meme that was going around about how leggings are not pants. And it was a picture of a woman on a bike, and she was wearing leggings, or at least I think she was wearing leggings, but the leggings were in the same color as her skin tone. And when you saw her from the back, she looked naked. And that is what you don't want to do. And sometimes I think that when you wear a color that's very, very close to your skin tone, tops I think you can get away with. And we're going to talk about some ways to wear those. But I think when you can go a little bit deeper in your color, it creates a little bit more of a variation, deeper or lighter, as we talked about earlier. And so find a varying shade. If your skin tone's light, wear a deeper shade of blush. If your skin tone's dark, wear a lighter shade of your blush, your skin tone, your essence color, and see how that works. Now, the other thing I want you to think about is there are varying shades of blush. Blush doesn't always have to be a pale pink. It could be a pale peach. It could be a pale lavender. Your blush might be more warm or it might be more cool. I know for me, the right blush is going to be a little bit cool. And for other people, it might be a really, really pale coral, a really pale salmon. It might be something that's a little bit warmer. But I've also seen gorgeous blush shades of lavender. Mauve, think about that. Think about all the varying shades. I've actually got a great color swatch card I'm going to post in our Facebook community, the Style by Mary Michelle podcast group. Go and check that out because I am going to post that this week. And you can see all these varying shades. Because when I first looked at that, I'm like, wow, I was blown away. I had no idea there were that many variations of blush. But it really just showed me that, again, there is no one size fits all when it comes to finding the right shade. All right, so tip number 2, blush. When I'm talking about blush here, I'm talking about wearing paler shades. Not necessarily your skin tone, but I am talking about a true blush. And so what I found is wearing a true blush, whatever your best shade is, from pale pink to pale salmon to mauve, it looks great with black. Now, a lot of people think about black and white. Black and white is a classic, right? However, what I found is if you swap out the white and wear blush, maybe you have on a black suit and you pop it with a blush top. I have a client who I worked with not too long ago, and she was wearing a lot of black and white, and she found herself really bored with it. But she wasn't really a fan of brights. And so what we found is that when she put blush with her black suits that she wore to work, it was such a fabulous color. It had that little bit of feminine spin that she needed, but it was such a flattering color for her. And it also softened the black. And so wear blush any way you would wear white, or wear blush with your black to create a soft, flattering look. Tip number 3, wear your blush in a top or a dress with sparkle. Now, this tip really applies when you're wearing a color close to your skin tone. So I'm using blush and skin tones kind of interchangeably, mostly. But when you can wear a top or dress with sparkle that are close to your skin tone, it creates such a stunning effect. Now, I remember finding this out probably in 2008. I remember I was covering I think it was the Oscars for a local magazine. And I remember watching the Oscars. And that year, one of the hot trends was called nudes and neutrals. And I remember seeing all these gorgeous women showing up in dresses that were closest to their skin tone of varying shades. But what differentiated the dress from their skin tone was an element of sparkle. Maybe it was beading or rhinestones, or it was something that created this gorgeous luminous effect that you could tell they weren't naked. And I have a tank top that is in a color very close to my skin tone, but it's sequin. And I tell you what, I wear that thing during the daytime. I love it. Under a jacket, it makes my skin look gorgeous. It's so neutral. It goes with almost everything. And it looks fabulous. I love this top. But that's a way to differentiate the blush from your skin tone. So when you wear something close to your skin tone, adding an element of texture, of dimension, of sparkle is a wonderful way to create that boundary. Like, hey, this is not my skin tone. I am not naked. Tip number 4, wear your blush in a tone on tone combination to create a chic look. And then maybe you pop it with white. Now, you can do this with pretty much any color that's close to your skin tone, or if you want to stick with a traditional blush or mauve, then that's a great way to do it too. But one thing I did recently, we have this beautiful, I think I already mentioned it, this gorgeous linen overshirt in the boutique, and I layered that over a gorgeous blush tank. And then I realized we had this great little crossbody bag in a blush color, and I added that and threw a hat on with it. I thought, this is such a great little outfit that can be part of a great travel capsule. And so when I posted that, what I realized is that by putting together the matching tank, the overshirt, and the crossbody bag, you create a neutral look. Now you've got this great color, whatever it is. You can pair pretty much any bottom with it. You can wear white pants, you can wear jeans, you could wear black pants, you could wear camel, navy, you name it. And so it created this almost neutral effect. You're not trying to coordinate too many colors. And so wearing it tone on tone is a great look and makes it super, super easy to get dressed. And then if you've got all these plush shades and you're wearing them out for sightseeing one day, say you've got your jeans on, then you're going out for the evening, throw on your little black skirt or your little white skirt, swap out your accessories, boom, you've got a beautiful color, you've got a great look, and a lot of different ways you can wear it. And then tip number 5, wear your blush with varying shades of neutrals to create a chic nudes and neutrals kind of look. I think I'm trying to bring back those nudes and neutrals because honestly, it is such a beautiful way to get dressed. I love neutrals, but I think a lot of people get caught up in the traditional thought of neutrals, black and white or black and tan or things like that. What if you do nudes and neutrals, including skin tones? That's what I mean by nudes, like skin tones or shades of blush, things in that realm. And think about it, if you do 2 or 3 different shades and create almost like this gradation, the effect can be magical and it's unexpected. It's not just the standard black and white, or it's not just the standard camel and ivory. It's something different. And especially when you bring in an element of sparkle or an element of dimension, it can really elevate it. And let's say you have on varying shades of blush or mauve, and then you pop it with some rose gold accessories. That's adding even another layer of dimension to your gradation, to your varying shades. And it blends right in. As I mentioned with my cousin and her rose gold watch band, it really just adds to the look and just creates this magical effect that can be so flattering and so stunning. And it can be perfect for so many different occasions. And so I really want you to think about how you put your blush together, how you wear it, and how it makes you feel, because ultimately that is all that matters. If you put your blush on and you think, oh my gosh, this is really washing me out, ask yourself, is there something I can do to make it not wash me out? Or is it just not the right shade for you? If you put it on and it does wash you out, maybe you add a scarf. Maybe you add in some great earrings or a necklace that bring in some color or some sparkle. Maybe just adding in a deeper lipstick or a little cheek color can make a difference. Or maybe you layer a jacket over it. There are a lot of different ways to take a blush that may not be quite right and elevate it. However, if you're wearing a simple blush tank and you want to wear it just solo by itself, and it's not working for you, chances are it's not going to be the right shade. It's not going to make you feel good, and you probably want to swap it out. So keep looking, keep searching, and find your best blush. But just remember, your skin tone is really what makes a difference with that. So ask yourself, how does it look with my skin tone? If it washes you out and you don't love it, trust that. You'll get to a shade that you do love, but don't be afraid to go outside the lines. Think outside the box. Again, there is no one size, one color that fits everybody. Just remember, steer clear of blush pants and blush swimsuits so you don't look like you're going naked. I hope you enjoyed this quick tip. I hope you will enjoy wearing blush this season. And I'd love to hear how you're bringing blush into your wardrobe. Come join me over in our Facebook community and you'll see our swatches and let me know how you're wearing blush this season because I want to get inspiration from you. I will see you ladies on the next episode. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in to Style by Mary Michelle, where women come to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you're listening. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Style by Mary Michelle and shop our boutique at shopstylefinder.com for the best in upscale casual apparel. Better yet, if you're in the Raleigh area, come see us. We're located in the North Hills Shopping Center, the premier shopping district in Midtown Raleigh. For details and links mentioned in this episode, be sure to see the show notes. Have a beautiful week.